Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Sly Thieves in Time. Last time we collected all the bottles and safe in a clan of the cave raccoon, and this time we're going to be doing, I think we're going to be doing two missions, actually. I'm taking some reconnaissance photos of the area, got to lay the land a bit, and then we're going to be saving our rascally little Cooper, our little ancestor. As you can tell by the name of this title, yes, it was a reference to the This Is Bob shitposts, or copy pasta posts I used to see on the YouTube comments a while back with the little tank. This is Bob. Alright, we're going to be doing some Stone Age reconnaissance.
Bad news just got worse, Sly. Looks like a couple of pieces of the time drive broke off in that crash landing. I need you to track down the missing components ASAP. Fortunately, the advanced trajectoral management processor is still functional, so I was able to calculate their most likely positions. Unfortunately, they seem to have landed in some dangerous terrain. The temporal sprocket appears to have fallen close to some pterodactyl nests, and I'm afraid one of these prehistoric penguins might have gotten its flippers on the gravity encabulator. Oh, they may look cute, but those little devils are nasty. This isn't gonna be a simple pickup, Sly. Get some photos of their precise locations, and I'll analyze them to formulate a plan. But watch your back. I don't think we're the first guests at this party. See the structure on that mountain? It appears to be some kind of conveyor belt system. Definitely not Ice Age technology. Get a picture of that machinery, too. I smell a rat. Or possibly something even worse.
Bentley, have you heard anything from Carmelita?
Sorry, Sly. I think maybe she just needs to cool off. For what it's worth, I'm just as worried about Penelope.
I know, pal. And we're gonna get her back. I promise.
Alright, so I have some choice things to say about this level in particular on the review, and I still hold to those feelings. And then, you know what's really funny is as I was editing the review, I came up with like a really good storytelling device. Like you could still have them like crash land and find the Grizz, and it could still be like, actually I don't even know, hold on, oh I totally forgot, no, I had a really good one, I should have written it down, I knew I should have written it down. Oh, disgusting. It had to do with like actually making it make sense to go back in this time period, but I also felt like instead of stealing the canes they should have just killed off the ancestors. Like that should be their plan, because like Bob doesn't even use a cane in this.
Conveyor belt does not belong here. The question is, what is it being used for? Very nice, Sly. Getting a shot of that pterodactyl took some skill.
Yeah. Let's come back when I don't look so appetizing.
So yeah, like Bob doesn't even use his cane in this level, let alone like need one. You know, his is just a stick with a rock on it. Tennessee Kid still had his guns. Ryuichi's cane is made out of bamboo. It's like these are replaceable items. It's not the cane, it's the Cooper, right? That makes the Thieves Raccoon so powerful. So the fact that your book is disappearing, albeit an interesting premise, it's just flawed because the nature of the plan that the villain is concocting, needing the canes, doesn't stop the Coopers from being Coopers. Like, Tennessee was going to be murdered, sure, or hung or whatever, sure, but Bob was just going to get captured. You know? Or, like, Ryuichi was just captured. See what I'm saying? You're going to find out in the next one that one is just a circus clown, or like a gesture. Like, he's not even about to be murdered. So it's like, what's the point in capturing these guys? Is killing them is the thing. It's not like these canes are like irreplaceable heirlooms. You can make another one. I'm sure it probably costs some money, but like Sly's cane comes down from Connor, his dad. You know what I mean? But like every other ancestor has a different cane. Henrietta had a hook for a cane, like a hooked hand for a cane, because she was a pirate. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Perfecto, Sly. I'll find a way to pry the encabulator out of their dastardly beaks.
I don't know, Bentley. These little guys don't look so bad to me.
Sly, I'm picking something up. Look for a building that resembles an arena, and let's take a closer look. My thermovision is picking up a lot of activity there.
You got it, pal.
And like, I'm sure that the canes can help him do maneuvers like Sir Galeth had his hook launch. Like the cane could help, but like Sir Galeth also is a knight. He uses not just his cane, but a sword to fight with. So it's just strange to me that these canes are the things that are important.
1, 2, got a masterpiece for you?
Yeah.
Sly, get a shot of that guy, and maybe we could identify him.
Okay. No way this guy dug that bling up around here.
No, you're absolutely right, Sly. He definitely doesn't belong here. This whole place demands an investigation. Let's start by figuring out who we're dealing with here. Good job, Sly. Now head back to the hideout.
Alrighty, so before we leave and start our next mission, we're going to be getting the meter recharger, which is super duper useful. The meter just recharges super fast. Run while charging could be kind of useful. And multi-bomb, probably the best one. So multi-bomb allows Bentley to throw out multiple bombs. I thought you could do that from the beginning. It turns out it's an upgrade. Run while charging, that's as you're charging up your ability, you can now hold R1 and run. It's okay. Better. But what I was thinking was, like, you can write them coming back to ancient without 10,000 BC. You didn't have to have the van break down to do. In fact, you didn't even need the Grizz. You could have just had the car break down. That could have been the whole level.
Right, we need to figure out what that bear is up to. That crack in the wall looks like the perfect entrance. But you'd better keep a low profile until we know what's going on.
I hear you, pal.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the van broke down and then they jumped here. Why is the Grizz here? You know what I mean? Like, there doesn't necessarily need to be a villain in this area. This whole mission could have just been meeting the ancestor and then concocting a plan to get back to the next future present.
Still no word from Carmelita?
Don't worry, Sly. I'm sure we'll hear from her soon.
And then you could have had Carmelita had stolen a thing off of Toothpick that brought us to the next level. You see what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to have the Grizz here and have him be like, okay. In fact, what I remembered was you could have had it be Bob, who's the ancestor, be duking off with like a rival clan, and you could have had that be like the little Paradox clan member.
I heard when Joe messed up, the boss turned him into a coat for that Paradox guy. Yeah, that Paradox is bad news. I heard last time he was here, he yanked this one guy's tusks, just for fun. Ouch.
So like, Bob's whole thing is that he's the best egg thief in his clan. I'll imagine there's another egg thief, and it's the Paradox's ancestor, and that's the whole conflict, is helping Bob become the best. Teaching him how to be a Cooper. That's what it was. That's what I remember. Teaching Bob to be a Cooper, and then that sparks the cycle of the Cooper family line. Mind blown. I'm just saying. Sony, I'm available. You can hire me as a writer for any one of your video games, or at least an editor. I'll take editor. That's pretty cool. I can look at your script and tell you shit. Tell you how to fix some of your problems. I got you. I got you, big boy. And I guess because I don't like the Grizz. I like the Grizz. I like his plan. I just don't like just like the behind the scenes stuff. Really, that I went over in the review. like Bismarck trying to be.
Wow. I'm glad I'm not that poor guy. What's weird is that he looks kind of familiar.
Wait. Holy missing links! Sly, that's a prehistoric raccoon. I wonder if he could be...
My ancestor?
It's a distinct possibility. Let's help him out. Sly, I have an idea, but you need to get that saber-toothed tiger skin. Just don't let the guards see you.
I'm on it, Bentley. One tiger skin coming up.
Like how Bismarck was going to be the voice actor
Who's at the
who
party?
played the Grizz, but
Why
then
am I not surprised
it got
he's part of
changed
this?
for some reason. I don't know the background
That
information on that.
caveman's clothes. Doesn't it look almost like a cave?
It's just like
I think
just
you
a little
might
touch
wanna
and
use
go
the
type stuff.
paraglider
That's the
here,
one thing
Sly.
about the Grizz that I don't like. But I like the Grizz. Actually, I like his plan. I think it's pretty smart. We're gonna find out what his plan is in a little bit. I thought it was pretty cool. I like that he's like a selfish one too. It's like, sure, Toothpick wants to be a sheriff and steal the gold, but
This guy's painting is not improving my opinion of him.
Forget about the art. See that key? I bet it unlocks that door.
Right. Time for some real art. The art of pickpocketing.
hey, so this is the next day, and I totally forgot what I was saying. I was thinking I was probably gonna say something along the lines of like he's supposed to be a failed artist, but to me he looks more like someone who does like hip hop or rap, or whatever. It's just like the crown, the chain. If it wasn't for the brush, like I wouldn't get artist vibes. See what I'm saying? There's like no paint on his thing, on like his jumpsuit or nothing. It's just like I feel like it's a clash of ideas.
Go grab that tiger skin, Sly.
Also, in that painting, was Bob supposed to be under the
Excellent,
net?
Sly. Now get that tiger skin.
Like, why was he on top of it? Supposed to paint that he was got captured. Well, anyway, before we do that, we're gonna run around the bed. Okay, or maybe we can just hop on the bed. And we'll be grabbing one of the masks. So, can we hop off
Not
the
really
bed?
my
Thanks.
color, but I'll make it work.
I mean, it's yellow enough.
Way to go, Sly. Now get going.
I don't know why putting on a
Outstanding, Sly.
saber-toothed
That
tiger
saber-tooth
carcass
just what we need.
allows
If I'm
Sly
not using a
to
leap to cross that gap, press
massively
the
leap
R2
from
button to target
position
that
to
boat.
position.
Then press the X button to leap to the target.
But that's what it does. Like the archer suit, I mean the archer suit, the armor makes sense being fireproof. That's just the armor itself being fireproof. And like the jailbird, he's just holding on a big ball and chain, so it's like I guess that makes sense. But the saber-tooth tiger, it's a dead skin that weighs you down. You move slower with it on. Oh, also speaking of which, when you have the saber-tooth tiger skin on and you hit the R2 button, I believe it is, before you do the jump, Sly plays dead, and if you are not being seen already, no one will notice you. They'll just think you're a dead animal. And I'm not sure if this works on all of the enemies. I think it might. You can also crawl on it,
Perfect, Sly.
but again, it's not really useful because you move so slow. It actually kind of like hinders you more than anything. Are these two fighting on the inside of this cage? They're just chilling. What's going on? Look at all these golden coins, I guess. That
You
they're
got
picking
it,
up.
Sly.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna hop on over here. Just be careful with these lava bubbles. They will murder you. Well, anyway, back onto the hook. Like I said, the checkpoints are not at all an issue in this game. They just put you right pretty much where you need to
You
be.
can even use that outfit to take out enemies from a distance.
Yeah.
Targeting the guard across that gap.
I think we've already distinguished that.
Yo, make it quick with that stick. The Grizz don't play. I ain't got all day. Now that's what I'm talking about. Here's the cheese. Now I want to talk to your boss about my goods.
The guards on those pedestals are the ones restraining him, Sly. Take them out and he should be free.
Looks easy enough.
Be careful, Sly. If you're caught, you'll never get him out of there. This is the perfect situation. for your cyclone pounce.
So how does Paradox know of Bob's existence if Sly didn't know of Bob's existence? Ain't that weird? Because, you know, Bob can't write. He's not in the Thievius Raccoonus. I'm just saying, this plot is dumb.
This is amazing! I've run comparison tests, facial features, fur length, tail volume, and according to them all, that cave raccoon is definitely your ancestor. I believe you found the very first Cooper.
I'm not sure I see the resemblance, but I'll take your word for it, Bentley. Hey, big guy, what do you say we get out of here? Well, no, we've never met, but a reliable source tells me we're distantly related. I'm not sure what to say. It's truly amazing to meet you. What's your name? My name's Sly. Sly Cooper. What's yours? Right. How about I just call you Bob?
He's right, Sly. You two should get out of there before more guards show up.
Come on, follow me. Okay, I guess we'll do it your way.
I like Bob. His animations are just really funny.
We got Bob safely back to the hideout, where everyone took an immediate liking to him. And he took an immediate interest in our gadgets. While he was busy, Bentley provided the background on his former captor. The guy's name was Grizz, and he'd made his fame in the art world. Once a common street thug, he'd been thrust into the limelight when he was plucked from the gutter and made famous by a prominent pop artist. Grizz's primitive artwork was hailed as a brilliant new style called paleo graffiti, and for a while he enjoyed a celebrity status. His fame was short-lived, however, when people realized his art was really just bad. Resentful, he returned to his criminal roots, quickly becoming the top art thief on Interpol's most wanted list. One of Carmelita's main targets, it was now clear how he'd managed to evade her capture for so long. After we pried Bob away from Bentley's tools, he explained how Grizz had appeared and started harvesting all the pterodactyl eggs in the area, eliminating his role as food provider for the tribe and greatest egg thief ever. Depressed, he'd gone into a slump and gotten out of shape, which allowed Grizz to capture him and take the new tool he'd invented to help him steal eggs. So it looked like the very first Cooper cane had been stolen as well. Great. We may have rescued Bob from the arena, but we still needed to find out what sort of operation Grizz was running for La Paradox, and why it involved stealing all the eggs. We also needed Bob's help to find the rest of the van parts, and that meant we had to get him back into climbing shape, fast.
I'm just saying, this story could have been better if it was Bob versus a different clan. Like, who's trying to be the best, yeah. Charge Shot is Carmelita's next ability. It's not that good. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.